Morning. Getting straight on today, not messing around. Me Donny's all dried. He's looking okay. I'm gonna just quickly do. I don't care. I was gonna do like the bottom lip, but I kind of like it the way it is. So I'm gonna leave it, and we're gonna get the hex flex on it and paint, and then after that, make him all green. Because yeah, I think that's the main thing now, just to get it presentable. I want everyone to see him. You know, the way I do. Whatever that means. I think the main thing is I just want I think I've said in past streams that like I've been advertising that I'm gonna do these now and like offer them as commissions and what have you, and then I thought like, oh my god, it looks terrible. Like, it looks absolutely terrible. I need to finish it. I need to get all the details on here and make it look presentable, so people get that that's not how it's supposed to look. So that's what we're doing. I'm also going to do the bandana with this stuff on as well, because I want it'll smooth out some of the lumps and bumps, which is, you know, that's what we want. It's a plus. So I'm going to put it on nice and thick, and then we can let that dry, and I'm going to do the elbow parts for the torso. And then straight after that, I'm going to print out the elbow pads. And we're going to get them done in the vinyl. So really looking forward to that, like, because it looks like leather. So yeah, exciting times. And yeah, I found this hex flex stuff is just multi-purpose awesome. Like, I put it on some 3D prints. Like, I'll show you. I printed the Thundercat Sword of Omens, and I've put this paint on it, and it's just set amazing. It looked so much more rough than it does here, even though, you know, it's all black and shiny, so the white light is picking up like some of the imperfections and what have you. But you should have seen it before. It was absolutely, like, it was quite rough actually, and it's a shame because I didn't really notice, because I'd printed the Thundercat sword, so I was just really happy that I had the Thundercat sword. And then, yeah, I started to notice that it was a bit rough. And then, like I say, we got this stuff on it, and it just smoothed out, and it sets like a sort of rubber, which is just awesome. And yeah, just gonna get in here. I haven't made all my decisions as to how far the bandana is going to go around the eyes, because we need to leave a certain amount to be green. Um, we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. So that's another thing. Once this is done, once it's dry, I'm going to leave the whole thing to then get like all of it painted green, all of it. And then we put the bandana over it, and wherever the bandana doesn't cover will already be green, so we don't have to worry about it. Or at least that's the plan. There's a massive gap down there from where I didn't glue the foam properly, so that's now taken care of. I've been a little bit distracted in the last few streams that I've done as well, so I'm going to I need to apologise for going into my own head a lot. It's been a difficult few weeks, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We're okay. It's been a difficult few months, I should say, really. But it's like I say, it has been. It's now not anymore. I'm just still a bit distracted and still a bit like, sort of, I don't know, expecting the worst to happen, and then it's like, well, what are you worrying about now, I keep having internal dialogues with myself, and I keep going quiet on stream, and I don't know, I'm being a bit silly, really. That's the best way to describe it. The silly boy. But yeah, I want to also extend my thanks to everyone that's been watching my videos back. I know not everyone's being notified when I'm doing this at the moment, and it's probably because I'm, coming back to it after not doing it for so long, and they don't really push you unless you start doing it consistently again. So I don't expect people to be here or anything like that for a while. So I want to again thank you for watching this back on YouTube and Twitch as well. Like, people have watched it back on Twitch later as well. So thank you to everyone for doing that. I really appreciate it. And I hope in future you get notified and you can join me and we can chat and things. And that'll be nice too. But in the meantime, we're getting this turtle done. Who will be Donny. And he'll be Phantasmo. I don't know what that means, but he will be. Whatever it is. Right. I'm not going to waste too much on the bandana part, because especially this bit at the sides and back, are going to be covered for definite. I just want to make sure that the bits underneath and bits above are fully covered, more than the thing itself. The front, the eyes, that's where it's important. We need to make sure that is fully covered, because then I can feel free to just let a couple of bits be shown, like this. As you can see, it's actually quite wide eye holes and quite small eyes on him. So it's like that's what we're going for. I'm gonna make sure that this is fire. You make these. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Out of foam, I foam build these, and then I've used foam like air dry clay stuff to do like the little details like the sides of the mouth and the mask details in the forehead thing there as well. And yeah, it you can see inside it's just like foam. You can hear the noise. You know, it's just foam and hot glue, man. Holy shit, these are insane right now. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I do mostly, as you can probably tell by the name of the channel, I do Halo stuff most of the time. But I also grew up Ninja Turtles, hence this T-shirt is my childhood, the arcade game, you know. My favorite Halo game is a difficult one, dude. It's out of the original like Bungie 5 because since 343 took over, that's a whole another kettle of fish that I've ranted about several times on this stream. But it changes all the time. I loved the original because it was like I had a GameCube with the remake of the original Resident Evil on it, and then a friend showed me Halo, and I went immediately to the shop and traded it all in for a single Xbox and a copy of Halo. And I played that so much before Halo 2 came out that I was doing like legendary runs for fun. It's like, today I'll just do Truth and Reconciliation, fully legendary, just go through it. And I didn't realise that was even like a thing until a friend of mine wanted to join me and, like couch co-op it with me. And he was like, can we turn the difficulty down, please? Because I keep dying. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I was like, oh, right, yeah. So it that, and then I loved Halo 2 as well but I wasn't as keen as I was on the first one. And then Halo 3 came out and I was really into that, and I loved ODST when that happened. And then Reach. Yeah, I know it's mainstream, but because I'm 16, I go with Halo Reach. My family used to play together. Yeah, but it is one of the best. It was Bungie's final one as well, and that was like the apex of like when Halo was massive as well, and like that came out right at the height of it all. So yeah, I even got the Reach 360 machine, like the silver one, and it the heat sink on it broke, and I had to take it back to the shop, and they wouldn't give me a replacement. They would only give me a normal one, so it's really fucked up. But the infected mode was the shit. For me, it was like I loved the whole campaign because I'm a downer. But what was it? It was Invasion, where it was like elites versus Spartans, and you had like a team of people that were the elites and running around, and it was like one team had to protect and the other team had to attack, and it like whether you were elites or Spartans, one of you had to do the one or the other, and I loved that. That was so cool. And yeah, that was the height of it for me. So I think Halo 1 is my favourite game just because I still love that. I still go back and I don't really play games anymore, but if I do, I buy it just to play the campaign. Yeah, I think there's a thing now with like the way things have gone, and there's too much of an emphasis on like live service shit now. So same. I do the very same, unless it's something like, because I mean, those games did it best. If you wanted to play with your friends, you could. If you wanted to do campaign, you could, with friends or on your own. If you wanted to multiplayer, you could, and like there wasn't an emphasis on one or the other. There wasn't this whole disconnect of what a multiplayer game is. And the games were social. Like, they had social features that drew you in and kept you playing and stuff, you know. I think the greatest campaign ever has to be Battlefield 3. I mean, I can't disagree with you because I haven't played it. But that's cool, man, because, like, that side of gaming needs to be appreciated a lot more, I think, because the writing and the stories of these things were important. And people didn't just come back for the multiplayer. Like, it held a lot of people's attention, definitely, but people came back to replay the campaigns and maybe play them with friends or try and get out of bounds in the maps and shit, you know. And it was genuine fun. And now it's a genuine business, so it's different now, you know. It's all Call of Duty this and Call of Duty that now, yeah, yeah, and Fortnite and Apex Legends and fucking like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it's live service. Everything's a service now, and you don't own anything anymore, and all that crap. It's a massive, like, bane of my existence. To a point where I've got, like, Halo tattoos on me. I've got, like, there's Guilty Spark there on the back. You can see a grunt with his needler, and the rest of it's all sort of Alien and Predator and like sci-fi stuff that I love. But there's a reason I've got that on me, you know. It's like, I love that stuff, and then it all changed. The industry changed, so I don't play very much, unfortunately, anymore, and it's a massive shame. I miss it, you know, and I'm really annoyed with 343. Here's a thing for you, right? Hang on. I also hate how every game that gets released now is boring, yeah, or not good enough. I missed when every game was cool in its own way. Yeah, I think there is a certain amount of truth to it, though, because there is less of an emphasis on finishing a game and making it good than there is get it out on time and make sure that you end up having to pay after you've paid for the game. You know, like, the one thing you'll notice that always works in these games is the storefront. Yeah? If you get me. Those tats are sick. Oh, thank you, man. I only got one. I've got my... is that Simone sleeve or salmon? I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. I get... I struggle... what was I going to say? There was with 343 taking over, right? If you want to play the original Halo 3, ODST, and Reach, they're all available on the current consoles. You could, you can't buy them for the digital storefront anymore. But point being, I have a Series X, right? I can put in the original discs of those games and they'll load, they'll play, and it's fine. They've turned off the servers for those old games, so you can't multiplayer them in any way anymore. But, Samoa, right? Yeah, I'm with you now, man. I got turned around a bit. Yeah, you can do that with Halo 3, ODST, and Reach. You can do that, right? The original Halo, you can't. But you can with the 360 version of Halo Anniversary. Who made that again? 343. Also, if you put in the original Halo 2, you can't play that either. So, and how can you play those games with no effort? Oh, that's right, the Master Chief Collection. Who made that again? 343. So, and something else that annoys me, and it's a little thing, and it's only me that gets annoyed by shit like this, but at the beginning of, if you put the Chief Collection on, what do you see? You see 343 Industries on now Halo. I don't know if they've opened it, updated it, Halo Studios now, because I haven't played it in so long. But they don't say Bungie, you know, like they've took those games and tried and as if they're their own, and then they've sat on the shoulders of those people that quite literally sweat and bled to make those 5 games, and they're now taking them as their own, you know. And that's another reason why I fell out with sort of gaming in general, because that is not just 343. That's a symptom of the larger problem, which is that whole thing that we're talking about, like the way gaming is now and live service and all that shit. So, yeah, rant over. Good times, you know, like all money hungry indeed. Yes, that's right. And yeah, so I have fun. I make Halo costumes for people by commission mostly. I'm going to start offering these Ninja Turtles for people as well. I'm literally doing this. I mean, obviously, I'm going to wear this shit myself, like, you know, because I'd have to. But I'm also doing it as like an advertisement to offer it to people so they can buy, you know, pay me to make one for them. And this is basically what I do. And when I do it, I live stream. So imagine you're gonna buy one of these from me. You'll get to watch me make it, like in real time, like now, you know. So not only do you know where your money's going, but you can actually watch it be made, and you can see how long it takes. You can see all the effort that's put into it. You can ask questions. You can make it like you can change things about it on the fly, you know. And that's the only reason I made this thing. And then suddenly I started like getting random people like yourself coming in and just appreciating what I'm doing. So I do appreciate you very much. So thank you for chatting, and carry on by all means. Oh, and also we're talking about like tattoos. That's my Ninja Turtle there, and that's Shredder right there as well. That's actually a cover up from a terrible tribal thing. But it's gonna be a Ninja Turtle when it's done. But I've had it like that for a year now, and I've got no money to go back and get it finished. So I'm just here building shit on the internet for people to look at like some sort of crazy circus clown. And, and that's where we are. So yeah, if you find me, thank you. As you said, that's sick. What's that say? Yeah, I'll for sure check them out. I'm gonna go now, but really hope you keep grinding, and people need to see your shit. It's all good. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. It's Harley Halo cosplay on everything. You know, I'm on pretty much everything, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Most of my pictures and stuff end up on Facebook. If you want to like follow the page on there, and you'll see everything. So, thank you. Really appreciate you, dude. Thank you for dropping in. We're nearly covered. Nearly covered. And yeah, once I'm done, I'm gonna get those last little elbow things on the torso, and then yeah. I'm I'm going to let this dry as is for now, because otherwise I'm going to get paint everywhere. The top's still starting to be okay. Oh, there's a gap there. I wonder if I can fill the gap with some paint. Let's see. Oh, I most certainly can. It's just going to take a lot, I think. There we go. Ah, right. Amazing. He's looking good. I literally... Yeah, that's actually looking quite good, isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my feed. It is, yeah, that's looking exactly how I hoped it would. Um, just pop him here, because we're gonna... I need to plug in my printer so I can print the other thing. Oh, no, I don't. No, we're doing this first. Gonna get those elbows. Get those elbows, or there's nothing for the other parts to actually connect to. So, you know. Let's get that ready. Oh, let's see now, shall we? Elbow pads and knee pads are the same, apparently. I sort of understand why they're like that, but that is annoying. Ugh, okay. Right. Okay, yeah. I get it. I'm sorry, I'm doing that and you can't even see what I'm looking at. It's this. Just they're all in strips. And that always annoys me, but I understand why they're like that, because you can't really put them together, sort of thing. Let me just see. Right, so... Oh, God, that's going to be... I wonder, you know, if I... That's not even there. Yeah, I wonder if I cut those out and make the foam versions of them and use the foam to then put on the vinyl to make the leather part, maybe? Maybe. Anyway, first things first, let's get this elbow done. Just this. That's all we need to do now. We'll get that attached and then we'll figure out the whole thing. So I'm gonna have to resize it and stuff as well, so it's right for this. I've also made this like the torso part quite small, on purpose, because I feel like if it's quite tight on me, it makes for a more realistic thing, and also it's going to get bulked out because I'm going to use more foam clay to make the muscles and the biceps and stuff. So it's going to all be quite bulky, I think. But thankfully quite light, because it's made out of foam and foam clay. I don't think we're going to end up with, like, you know, a lot of weight. So potentially I'd be able to have quite a lot of movement in it, or at least maybe not movement, because obviously it is foam and it'll only stretch so far, but I think I'll be able to be fairly agile with it, you know, and have a bit of dexterity. And it hopefully won't be too hot to wear either, so it might be difficult to wear though, because unlike the armor and that I normally make, you've got like gaps in that armor, and even if you've got like undersuits and things, there's still gaps in it, so you've got like airflow. This is going to be absolute full body cover, which I've never done. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if I'm claustrophobic or not. We'll find out together. Scary prospects. Oh, damn it. Sorry, when you've got things on eBay for sale and you're wanting to sell those things and you get an eBay notification, you're always like, "Ooh!" and it's like, "Buy this thing." It's like, "No, eBay, sell my thing." Stop fucking interrupting me to tell me to buy stuff when you've got my things for sale. Sell them, you bar steward. Recommend me. You make enough money off my purchases and selling to just do it anyway, so just, stop trying to get me on your app. You're not fucking Facebook. Excuse my language. Oh, disgraceful boy. La, 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 la. Oh, I really appreciated that. I never normally get like a lot of chatting going on in the morning streams, so it was nice. Thank you very much, Sundrive, Sundriv, Drew. I'm gonna call him Sundry. But yeah, no, that was nice. I appreciated that. I don't get, like I say, don't get a hell of a lot of chatting done on the morning streams. I'm normally just talking to myself and doing, whatever needs doing at the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Over there, you. Just gonna tape all these things together. And then, yeah. It's quite cool actually that this is like all of it stuck together because it's all quite close proximity, so the tape has ended up like that. There we go. Very nice. And they are small enough that I will be able to put them together. Possibly on piece of scrap that I've got down there as well. So that's nice. Pretty sure this is how it's going together. I've not thought about it properly. Oh no. No, it's exactly the opposite. Which doesn't make sense to me. Hang on. Let's see if I can put them together on this. Come with me on the ride. But no. That's it. That's how it's going. So it wants to be like that. Okay. I don't even know if you saw that. Yeah, you will have done, won't you? Alright, okay. Moving back on. So yeah, it's this. This is, I nearly did it wrong then. That's okay. We'll get it on like that. And there we go. Right. Let's find a nice long piece like that. I think because of how awkward that curl is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it on anything. No, I don't think I am. I don't think that's going to work. Might work upside down. Yes, I could probably do the other way around. Unless we flip it and reverse it. Just like that. Okay, we'll do that. Where's my bloody pen? There it is. That's something as well, is I've been in the wrong bloody category as well. I've ended up in like just chatting again, even though I changed that before before I moved. Or should I say it was moved? Before I was moved. And yeah, I put it into like the arts and crafts category, or crafting something or other, because that's what we do here. And it shifted me back to just chatting like automatically, which was annoying. Because yeah, we are just chatting and that's fine. But as a very helpful viewer pointed out that have you tried this? And I was like, no, I haven't. That's a really good idea, because that's what we're doing. We're arting and crafting. Innit? So like, yeah, why the hell am I not in the arting and crafting section of Twitch? So yeah, I'm glad to have switched it back up, and hopefully people will find what I'm doing and like it or hate it or whatever. Just, you know, I don't care. Eyeballs. Enjoy. If you can. I'll have to bin as well, I think. Oh dear. Right. So first things first, I'm just going to glue this together, I think. And then I'm pretty sure I've just done the left-hand side. I think. I think so. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna quickly make a cup of tea, and then I'll be right back. But we're gonna get this on first. I'm just gonna make this elbow a little bit more elbowy by stretching it and feeding it, etc. Oh god, I'm still on the cutting tool on this program. Right. Yeah, like this. This way around. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, it absolutely is. Okay. Right, let's see. Yeah. Whoa. And here he is, Mr. Big Torso. Just gotta try and find the spot. There it is, lovely. Thank you, Heroes Workshop, for these templates. I mean, I know you didn't gift them to me or anything, and I did buy them, but they are good, albeit slightly frustrating. Like little things, like, dude, you didn't include the neck on this torso build. I had to add it back in, like this up here. All of this I had to add back in, because I mean, I just it was sort of baffling to me, because like you'd put the mask, the head on, and then you'd have this torso and just a bare neck, like. And I get it. You could, I suppose, just colour your neck and then not have to worry about the costume and what have you. I get that. That would actually be quite cool. But then for me, it would be trying to match a makeup colour to the colour I'm going to use for the skin and everything, and that might be difficult and costly. So I was more inclined to make a neck and figure a way out of making neck details as well, like the sort of, I don't know what you call these things, and then you've got like the Adamsy appley throat part as well, So in my case, I'm going to use this stuff. I'm going to make it with clay, much like I did with them and these, and obviously all around the eye mask and everything. And how are we doing with that? Ooh, cool. Right, that's quite dry. So when I've got this on, I think immediately before I even get my cup of tea, I think I might flip this upside down and just get the last bit of the, like, underneath blacked as well. Just need to give this a stretch, because it's a little bit small, I think. But thankfully I'm using the horrible stretchy foam. Horrible stretchy foam. Don't you just hate it? Yes, I do. I hate it. I hate it. Right, sorry. And yeah, I hate this foam. It's horrible. It's shit. It's the worst. It's, but unfortunately, it's extremely useful. Especially for stuff like this because it is so stretchy and it glues so well with hot glue. I don't know what it is about the hot glue, but it just sort of seeps into all the airy gaps and stretchy parts of this stuff, and it just solidifies like rock hard. There is absolutely no way of repairing something without destroying it because of how hard the glue sets with this foam. So yeah, I constantly find myself. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to move you up a little bit just so you can see. There we go. Um, yeah, I constantly would end up having to fully replace parts than just you know, heat up the glue and reseal it, sort of thing. Um, because when you do that, it's it gets so sort of deep into the foam itself that you just end up ripping the foam and breaking it when you're trying to like repair it and stuff. So yeah, and also it seems to stick super quick with this stuff as well. So you've got a very finite amount of time to do any, like, you know, to get it right, and that's why there's so much like bye. That's why there's so much like glue mess on it. I think there's probably always this much glue mess, but I tend to use white foam, and you can see it less. Right, I'll stretch that out a bit, so I'm gonna have to glue it quick before it goes back. And it won't stay still, so I'm having to do it on my lap. I hope you can, yeah, you can just about see, can't you? So that's okay. Oh dear. Yeah, and like my two purchases that I need to make to fully finish this whole turtle are I need more foam clay, so more of that stuff, and I need more of the thick, hard material so I can make the what's the words? I can make the oh my god, why can't I think? Shell. Oh my god, where was that word hiding in my head? um, yeah, yeah, I need more foam clay because I'm gonna do like all the muscles and stuff. I'm really looking forward to this, like getting it finished and done, and then like just I'll be able to show it off. And unlike most turtles costuming, it normally people get it 3D printed and then they make molds of the 3D prints, and then they tend to cast it in polyurethane or foam, not foam. I can't remember, like some sort of rubbery material. Pretty much like you would make the actual costumes from the movies. And they always look fantastic. They always like come out looking really good. But they all look the same because they're all coming from the same sort of 3D print files or the same STLs, you know, and they're and like unfortunate side effect of that is that you don't really get much originality or artistry in it. I'm not criticizing those people because it's an art in itself, being able to create a mold and cast a part, and like 3D printing. Yes, the machine makes it for you, but you have to do a lot of work for that machine to behave itself and do what you need it to do. So there's, you know, I'm not turning my nose up at that either, because I have one. It's literally working in that room as we speak, making miniatures and things. Yeah, which is another part of my business. I make Warhammer miniatures and things. If people are interested, you know, drop me PM me or whatever. And yeah, it like, I just think when it comes to like costuming, like actual costuming, I feel like it's better to make things by hand. I feel like it's better to do this than to 3D print it and then cast it. And the only reason I think that is because you get character in every single build you make. You get something. Also, this is so much more comfortable to wear than like a solid piece of armor that's made out of plastic. Is really, well, it's going to be uncomfortable, isn't it? And this isn't. And the other thing as well is, like, you know, you've got the downside of the material that you cast that you not cast, the stuff you get out of the mold from is extremely hot, or can be as well, and especially for like a full body thing like a Ninja Turtle, you know. So that's just my little preference on it. I don't have, like, I'm not married to that opinion. I'm not married to any opinion that I hold. I don't hold them dear, except my opinions on the Halo franchise. They will not be changed by anyone for any reason. My mind was made up in 2001. So, right. Let's get this last bit done. Come on, dude. Let's do it. It's still a little bit lumpier on the chin than I would have liked it, but I'm sort of here for it. Like, I kind of like it. It sort of reminds me of like a toad or something. So it's still very reptile-y, you know. I like it. So I'm quite happy to leave it like that. Here we go. Sorry, I'm having internal conversations with myself again. I've got to try and stop doing that. I really like. I've got to calm the fuck down and just get on with this stuff and talk to you people. You know. Oh, what can I say? It's been a weird few months, and things are only just starting to get like normal again. So, um, if you'll allow me the odd bit of introspection, I'd be very grateful. Oh, nearly there. And then once it's done, I'm going to touch up some more and get some really thick layers going on the eye mask part, because I want it to be prominent. Obviously, we need it to be prominent, but also I want it to be quite smooth through the bandana material as well. Oh, we've got these inner lips to do as well. Let's go over the seam a little bit. Let's get hold of the eye. There we are. Oh, come on. There we go. Right. I think that's it covered. It's difficult to see. There's like, this is like good light and everything, but it's also bad light for black. Especially shiny black when this is like wet before it dries matte. It's like it's difficult to tell. Definitely do with a bit more here and there. And right, we'll leave it at that for now. I have also made an executive decision in my head while I was having my internal dialogue that I am going to make the elbow pads out of scrap, hard, heavy foam. I'm then going to cut out some pieces of vinyl and wrap the heavy, hard pieces of foam. And then I don't know if I'll get rid of the foam from within them once I've made those parts, or I'm going to just keep it as it is and have them like wrapped and, you know. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do with that. I'll just get the thing up and ready. I'm going to go for a quick break to go to the toilet and make a cup of tea and what have you. And I need to plug my printer in and stuff, so that all needs doing. And then I'm going to, I think, size this up a little bit just so it fits with that down there. I've also realised I haven't made the second elbow part, so I need to do that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do when I get back. Forget all that. Forget everything I just said. I'm going to highlight this to remind me when I sit back down. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, like it says, I'll be right back. Hey, I am back. And yeah, it's yeah. In the time I was brewing my tea, I've done that, and I also measured up the this. So that's already the size we need it to be. So that's good. Um, yeah, I measured up what we've done so far with the torso bit on this piece in particular, and then yeah, I'll grab some scrap white foam, like the hard and heavy stuff, the thick boys, and yeah, we're gonna make the in particular like the outer part with them. I think I'm gonna make the inner part, the bit that would actually go in here. There, that's better, isn't it? Out of the softer foam. So that is that, and then the outer parts that are all like the little strips and stuff. I'm going to make those out of the hard foam for a reason, and that reason being that because it's so small, it's going to end up flimsy, like the thin parts. And if I make it out of this stuff, it's just going to like flop all over the place. So it's going to be hard, heavy bits for the outsides, and maybe the side bits as well, and then the inside bit nice and soft, squishy stuff, so that you've got like a bit of mobility. I think about these things. So yeah, I haven't even right. I made this and I didn't even take a single sip. So there it is. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like the last few streams have been a little bit unhinged as I've been getting used to this place and having minor existential crises. And yeah, I think the what the hell is going out? Shoot the glass, Wormbury. Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like because I'm not worried about where I am. Um, I am quite happy here. In all honesty, it's been nice in general. Um, and for the most part, really quiet. I'm saying that when you can hear nothing but banging and dogs barking right now because I've opened the window. Um, but that is honestly like the minority of times. Most of the time, everything's quiet here, and I didn't expect that because it isn't a nice area, you know. But I'm happy to find out that it's not a terrible area either. So, yay! What the hell is going on? Heat be damned, I may have to shut the window because that's doing my head in. But yeah, I've been a bit weird on the last few streams. I feel like, and I don't think that's done me any favors, frankly. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to settle in and do things a little bit more how I always have, which is just be your friendly neighbourhood costumey, persony, buildy for me type persony. Because yeah, this is what I love to do, and I like it when people join me to do it. So it's like it's good. Yeah, and I feel like I've been almost a little bit self-sabotagey, which is bad. And it's not been intentional. I've just sort of had an attitude of like, no, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want. And been playing music and like, you know, being unhinged. Which is me. I'm hands up. I am a bit unhinged. We're just going to have to deal with that fact. But, you know, I've been getting away from what this is, what I'm supposed to be doing, which is making fucking foam turtles and Halo stuff and whatever else I may be asked to do. So yeah, I need to just get back to that and stop the mentalness. No, I don't. I just what it is I'm not concentrating. I'm not even concentrating on what I'm saying right now. I'm not even thinking straight. I'm just saying stuff and it's all just coming out of my head. What I'm trying to say is I haven't been concentrating properly on the last few streams, and that's going to change. I am going to concentrate more. I'm going to get back on top of my brain, and we're going to get more costumes made quickly, you know. And I'm hoping that some of you join me for it as well. But it's like I say, I'm pretty much doing this alone at the moment because there's I don't think any notifications are going out. I got a comment on one of my YouTube, I think last night's stream, saying why am I not getting notified about this? So I know at least that YouTube is not recommending me at the moment. Although I'm getting it, like for me, like it's popping up when I'm going live on my phone, on my regular YouTube account that I watch things on and what have you. So I know I'm getting it, but like clearly everyone isn't. So that's a thing, isn't it? That's something to think about. And yeah, bit of a worry, but nothing we can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it doesn't bother me so much. Like I used to get upset, and when people weren't watching, and it was mainly because it was like a thing of like I wanted to. The whole reason for doing this was to do it with people and talk to people while I'm doing it. And then in more recent times, I'm like, you know, I'll just get on with it. And it doesn't matter so much, thankfully. And that's been like a real sort of saving grace is that my attitude has changed towards it, and I'm making it a little bit more like easy in my head to just get on with it and talk to myself. And the past sort of you know, lack of concentration as evidenced by the last few streams I've done, has been just like circumstantial more than anything. It's this, it's the new place, it's the doing something outside of my comfort zone, like skin and body textures and foam clay instead of just straight cuts and armor. Stick it together. It's supposed to be rock hard. It's supposed to be made of metal. It doesn't move. Now I'm having to think about dexterity and just trying to get things to be movable and free flowing without cracking and things like that. So I don't know how well any of that is going to work. This is all new, and I'm not going to lie, there's a certain amount of anxiety attached to doing something completely outside of your comfort zone, isn't it? I've spent 5 years making Halo armor solely, and now I'm just making this guy out of nowhere, and oh no, he's got stuff stuck to his forehead now. But yeah, he's coming out really well, and I'm really looking forward to getting him finished. And I still don't know what to do about the eyes. I might do the thing where you just, like they have in the comics, they just have white eyes. When the bandanas go on, white eyes. There was the 2012 series as well, that whenever they were sort of in battle mode, or they were fighting, their eyes would just go white. And I always loved the idea of that. So I might do white eyes. I just don't know how. I don't know if I want to do like a mesh type situation that you can see out of, but you can't really see in. Any suggestions? Like, people that watch later on, let me know what you think about that, because that's a weird one. That's something I'm not sure about. Yeah. Or I go completely movie accurate, and the idea then would be to get like a couple of ping pong balls or something and half them. Then I would literally draw on like the eyes, and then I think I would drill out the pupils and have that as the bit where that I can see through, sort of thing. That's a possibility. In the original suits, there was like just under the bandana, there was tiny little slits for them to just about see where they were supposed to be aiming and looking, and when they're talking and things for the movie reasons. But you can't really walk around a con like that, I don't think. I mean, you can. It works for most people because that's still how people do it, I think, with the more professionally made Ninja Turtle suits. Oh my god, that dog! Shut that dog up. So yeah, I don't know if I think I'll do that, but I'll do like really big irises and then really big pupil holes so that you can see through. And then I'm thinking about so you get like a little bit of glare and you don't see directly in through the pupils, which you won't anyway because it'll be fully dark inside this guy. Is a clear plastic dome that goes in first, and then you put the eye part in under it, so you have that like eye shine without having to make it wet. If that makes sense. It's a thought. Not fully thought this through. As you can probably tell, I'm literally having the ideas as we speak. So, yeah. Any thoughts? Anyone who want to weigh in on on that, feel free, because I'm very open to suggestions. Oh my god. I hope that's not coming through. I can see it's registering on the mic, but I hope not everyone else has to deal with that, because that's horrible, having to listen to them stupid bloody mutts like shouting at each other. They sound like little yappy lap dogs as well. That, like, you know, the type of thing that people buy when they don't really want a dog. They want an ornament, a living ornament, and I hate that. And when they sit around barking like that, it's clearly because they're understimulated, and you should be walking them, you should be taking them out, you should be playing with them. Because that's what they require, and if you can't be asked to do that, do something else, you know? No, dude, no. Stop. I hate that. Whoever's watching in Twitch just got their cheap viewers on stream, boo. We're not doing it, dude. Fuck off. Literally the worst. I hate this. Like, stop invading my very small stream for no reason. Who are you? Like, get out. Like, just fucking... Goodbye. Right. So, yeah. I got very angry about that. I hate that. I'm sorry. It's just the latest of, like, sort of, you know, pay me for doing nothing bullshit that, like, seems to be popping up everywhere at the moment. Let AI do everything for you. Kind of shit. One of the things that annoys me, but I saw an amazing post about it once, was like the like, I want AI to do like my chores and heavy lifting, so I can relax and have more time to make art, not have AI make my art so I have more time for my chores. Yeah. Why have we gone the other way with it, you know? Surely not. No, surely not. I need to slice a piece off. Just ever so slight bit that's just... There we go. That'll do, because it'll even out. Oh my god, blade stuck. Okay. Right. Let me recap for my own brain. We are doing this right now to then do this immediately after. So that's right. That's all ready. Oh, yes. I need to plug in my printer to print those templates out. I knew there was a reason I brought that up to... Excuse me. Yeah, I knew there was a reason I brought that up. Trying to remind myself of chronological events that need to happen for the next thing to happen, sort of thing. Like, yeah, plug your printer in so you can print the template. Like, okay. Where am I? Right. Getting a bit frustrated with it being stuck on my lap. I need it to be in view, not only for me, but for you. just sit here while my fingers are glued to the to the thing while it dries. There we go. Fantastic. All done, you know. Welcome, YouTube viewer, by the way. If you're able to type in the chat, let me know how that stream's going, because I've been having trouble with YouTube lately. It's a bit sort of laggy and a bit hit and miss. So, yeah, you know, if you feel like it, let me know. Let me know how it's coming through. Oh, I just burnt my knuckle with the very end of the hot glue gun. That was nice. Right. Okay. Nearly done, nearly done, nearly done. And then we can move on and make the elbow pad. Oh, well, I'm covered in glue, so we're going to have to rectify that situation now, aren't we? Right. Last bit. Last bit. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Keep smacking stuff. Right. Okay. Oh, we're in the zone now. That's it. All done. Hooray. Okay. I've still got like the underarm of this to sort out, like, because that's a nightmare under there. But here he is. I'll just. Whoop. It's going well. Going rather well. And we'll get back to some turtle heed. Just check all this is like drying nicely and there isn't too much shit stuck to it. Like right there, a piece of 3D print plastic is stuck on it. But yeah, no, that's cool. I'm really happy with how that's coming out. And yeah, once we get the material over this, that's going to look really good. And then we get the whole thing green. Just needs to be left to dry a little bit longer, that's all. Because it's still just a little bit sticky. It's sealed now, but it's still a little bit sticky. And if I do what I did last time, then it'll just go and like blob all over it, like they've gone through the ooze again. But no, that's come together really well. I'm quite happy with that. I went and put stuff over the seal at the top there that was wide open. We did the same under the chin here. Made some like smile lines on the sides. You can see that side's probably better in this light to look at. So yeah, we're doing well. Got some teeth in there that are not the finished teeth, but they are teeth. Just for example reasons. Yeah. I need to hang them somewhere, really, just so he can dry properly. Well, it's all right. Tell you what, let's put him back. He's fine. He's fine, isn't he? He's fine where he is. Okay, printer. We need to print the this. What is that? Hold on a minute. What's this? What is it, bruv? Oh, it's the ends. Dog. Jesus Christ. Right. Oh no, there's that thing. That thing I hate. But it's okay. It's actually, this is fine because I'm wrapping this in vinyl once I've made it. So we're gonna get that done on this nice thick boy foam. The outside. Sorry. The outside parts, thick boy foam for the outside, and then we're gonna and then the inside with the thin foam, and then I'm gonna wrap it in the vinyl that looks like leather. It's gonna be cool. Oh, excitement! I really want to do the belt, but I'm gonna have to wait for that because obviously you need to do the shell and the front part and everything, so it's the right size and. Anyway, right. Yes, right. Stop getting distracted. Yeah, you. We need to plug in my printer. So you'll have to bear with me. In fact, I'm gonna knock you on be right back because this is gonna be embarrassing. There's gonna be a lot of clatter and combative language. There we go. And move you. Would you? Oh my! Oh, it's worked. Okay, right. Have we got enough? Yes, we have. Hooray! Whew! We've done it. Right. It's warm in here now. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah, all this is right. I've measured it. I'm second guessing myself. I'm like, oh no, is it done? But no, it is. It is definitely done. It's fine. It's not. Oh no, cancel. Right. Because that's something that annoys me is that a lot of these get put on like letter format and it needs to be A4 because we're not babies. Yep. And as suspected, it's shifted everything, so I'm going to have to move them into the correct position. Like so. I'm attempting to do Alan Rickman without having to say worm by correct position. Didn't work. Correct the position. Worm by. Right. Sorry. Okay, that looks about right, I think. I mean, right, those two. Move them in a little bit. I can come down a bit as well, just making sure everything's away from lines. Right, here we go. Let's see. Off we go. Printy, printy. Done. Look it. Oh. That's so cool. That's so cool. I got given that for nothing. I'm so grateful. No, I got that printer for nothing. Just unreal. Anyway, yeah, I think we should be able to do some. Look at this guy. We should be able to put some of this stuff on here, but that's a lot longer than I was expecting, actually. Yeah, I might not be able to do it exactly as I was hoping. Right. First and foremost, let's do the top. So what I'm going to do is highlight these pieces, because those are the pieces we need. Right, so that's those two, but not that one. And that's that one and that one. So, okay, we want this one. We want this one. Not that one. And that one. Okay. Right. The other... Sorry. I'll put those over there. We'll get these cut out, and then I'm going to try and find bits of scrap foam that will fit on them. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. What was that? Oh. YouTube people have gone. Has YouTube died on me, or... Oh. Well, I'll never know. There's no point in asking. Because they're gone. So yeah, let's get this done. I'm doing it again. I'm having a conversation in my head. I'm sorry. Right. Moving on. Let's do some speaking now. Cracky. Okay. That goes over there now. So, we've got this one. I don't know which one this is, though. Which one is it? Let's see. It's the bottom one. That's interesting. Right, okay. So if I put it like that, and then these two are clearly the ones that go on top of it. Yep, that's definitely the case. So we've got this straight one in the middle, so I'll click that next. I say straighter, isn't it? Still a bit curvy. Oh no, I'm straying off the line. Can't have that. There we go. Right. 1 and 2. Oh. Which way around is this though? That's a good question. Right, it looks like it's this way. So we've got that going on. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a bit strange, but okay. Let's see. No, that makes sense because then these line up, don't they? Yeah, right. Stop double, second guessing yourself. It does make sense. That's why it's the way it is. Just get on and cut it out. And then carry on with your initial plan to make it into some sort of hard foam masterpiece. Right. No, I don't care about that. Sorry. When you have too many notifications on your phone and you just have to stop. You have to just swipe them all off. Just get them out my face. I don't care about emails about LinkedIn right now. Just out my face. The worst thing is that I synced my old Hotmail addresses to my Google Mail app. And so if I get anything through on those old addresses, I end up with it twice because I've since then got the the Outlook app. I end up with them in both inboxes, and it's so fucking annoying, and I can't figure out how to desync that. I can't figure out how to stop it happening, and I'm like, so it's my own silly fault. When I got that new phone, when that phone was new, that's what I did because I didn't initially get the other, the other app, the app you're supposed to have, the Outlook one for Outlook email addresses, and I'm stickhead. Oh no! Wait, what? Has that printed twice? Or have I? Oh, what a bloody moron! Right, those two are actually not supposed to be there. Those two are from two different lumps. It's that I needed off this one, and those two on this one. I'm very clever, you know. Mein Gott in Himmel. The concentration that I was talking about earlier, yeah, that's like I say, I'm working on it. That's been like a huge problem factor of the last few streams is that I've had a very severe lack of concentration. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this, and then I think I might have to like knock it on the head because not only am I not doing well with the old concentration, but I also am getting really hot sitting here, so I need to sort things out. I might end the stream, or I might just, be right back and come back and finish it because I don't know if I'm going to be on later. At this point, I probably am. Don't know why I did a Robert De Niro face about that, but I probably am going to be back on later. But I want to make sure that this is like done, and I also want to cool off. Because I'm hot. Jesus. It happened again. I've got nowhere to put this head right now, and I would be closer to the table normally. But I'm glad I'm not, because then I would have probably cut myself. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. And finally, worm boy. Right. Okay, let's let's do this properly now, shall we? I think yes, that goes like that. Then this goes like that on top, or is it the other way around? That's a good point. Let's find out. Yes, that is like that, and then this meets it somehow like that. Have I done the right bit? I'm really second guessing myself right now, because I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because okay, so we had this way around, and these were fitting in that way, but they are in fact that way around. So that's how they're going on here, I think. It's one of those things, isn't it, that it'll make sense when it curves. So, like, this is why I need templates, because like my brain starts to malfunction when when confronted with these kinds of dimensions. Right. Okay. a bunch of bits of foam here that I'm going to try and fit these onto. Like this, for example. Right, so yeah, middle bit first, clearly. I'm so happy to be working on the white foam again, so I can see my pen lines. And it's not the horrible soft, stringy, squishy stuff either, so that's also a bonus. Things are coming up Millhouse. Oh no. There we go. Let me try that again. Right. Okay, so one. One. Oh, that almost did it. Let's see if I can. Yes, this will go on here. I might even be able to get the other ones on this one as well. Let's see. If I can. I might be able to just sort of just get away with like fitting everything on this one. It's very close, but I think I can. And I will. That can. I'll forget about that for now. Right. Right, number one, let's get this on. Without breathing anyone, because if it shifts, we're fucked. The good thing is it doesn't need to be neat when it's cut out, I mean. Because once it's out, it's going under vinyl. So we don't have to worry about aesthetics so much as we do with other things. So I suppose maybe I should be not worrying about things fitting, and I could glue things together a bit more. But we'll see, because this is just about gonna fit on here. So yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. Let's do this thing. Okay. It's missing a hugely integral piece right at the end there. Look, right. Okay. Okay, so that's those two bits done. I got this down here, didn't I? Or is no? That's right. Concentrate. Let's see now, shall we? Are those two bits done? This might go on here. Ooh, just about nicely. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. Again, I don't care about splits and aesthetics and chunks missing, because we're going to just get vinyl over the top of it. So it's going to be fine. It's going to take a while. Because, yeah, we've got this to do, and then we've got to wrap it. But we've got this to do 3 times. 6 times if you include the other arm. And then we're going to have to enlarge it to make the knee pads. So we've got the same to do again, but bigger. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? Quite possibly. Anyway, angle cuts are the key. So you know we care. Right. So, yes. God damn it. Right. I need to get a new one of these. It's split at the top and the blades keep getting stuck. But anywho, I'll get the sides done first. Then we're going to, we need to do quite a decent angle cut on it. Try and keep it consistent. Oh, I've missed angle cuts. All that spongy, horrible shit foam stuff I've been doing. I've missed having to angle my cuts and all that, you know. Why have I got the theme to Bubba Hotep stuck in my head? If you know, you know. Shout out to Bubba Hotep, I suppose. Right. Just get these little bits off because, you know, again, we're not worried about aesthetics. I just don't want lumpy bits sticking in my elbow. That's all. And I'm going to glue those 2 little splits, I think. Just so they're a bit more solid. There we go. Next one down is this one, I think. Is it? And then that one. So it's this one. Wait, what? Right, okay, so the long one is the bottom. This bit here is the next one down to the one I've just cut out. Okay, right, that's cool. So we need a slight angle cut, only slight, on that bit. And I'm going to do a slight one on the top as well. But just a slight one. A slight. We'll make it slight. And then... And then hopefully it should marry up to the one on top at a decent angle. There we go. Let's have a look. That's about right, as it appears on the template. That's probably the right angle that we've got there, I would say. So, okay, we'll carry on. Next bit down is this piece here. This is the middle. So, you can be binned now. Put you there. We've got all this shit everywhere. This one, I think, I'm not mistaken, this bit here just needs an ever so slight, and I mean ever so slight angle. And then on the underneath, I think it's quite a decent one. Better to do it on this thicker piece, like a nice big angle on this thicker piece, than it is to do it on the bit underneath it, which is dead thin. Because you just make it really flimsy. There we go. Oh shit. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Right. Be right back. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, a disaster somewhat averted. Lesson learned. I've got to be less. I've got to be less messy because yeah, I spilt my tea on absolutely everything just now. So that was extremely stupid. Right. Let's look at this. Yeah, that's fine. What a dickhead. Yeah. thankfully, I didn't get it all on the computer or anything, so it's okay. Everything has survived. We've all survived the flood. It's just one of those things, you know, where you get pissed off at yourself because you've just it was something that was totally avoidable and it is fully your own fault, you know. So yeah, I need to start clearing up after myself a little better in future. Lesson learned. So let's try and continue with what we're doing and just, you know, move on. Because there's not a lot we can do now that it's done. Right. Oh, good. Yes, that's come out just how we wanted it. Although it's a bit long, isn't it? Is this right? Oh, I see. It goes right under. That's why. Yeah. Oh, no, we won't be right back. Yeah, it connects to this bit at the bottom here. That's why that's longer than these two bits in the middle, and that's also that part. But that marries up right there in that tiny little corner, just there. Oh, and that does it as well. So, okay. Right. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start from the top, and we'll work our way down. So that is a thing. I'm fairly certain. Like so. So let's do that, I think. Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I've missed this form. Oh, I really need to buy some more. Donations welcome. Because, yeah. Oh, it's just so much better than every other form. Oh, I've missed you, darling. Right, I'll just let this section dry while I add this one, I think. Yeah, I'm going to add that one while that dries. And then we'll do it in sections, 2 at a time. Hopefully speed the process up a little bit. Possibly, you know. There we go, right. It's like a banana. I think this is, as is, going to be big enough to, like, is this way around? It is this way around, okay. And then it connects to the, yeah. I think this is going to be big enough to do the knees as well as the elbows. So that's good. I didn't anticipate that. I thought I was going to have to resize it, but I think I'll just be able to use the same templates again. Saving on ink and time. So I could just make 4 of these, like outright. I might have to make a little bit longer of inner part, you know, where your like here is. I'll probably have to make it a little bit longer. to go around my leg. But other than that, I think it'll work. I think we'll be all right. So yeah. Right, top bit's dry. Let's get a little bit more on it. Oh, what am I worried about? It doesn't matter. I was like, oh no, glue globs, and then it was like, no, stop being an idiot. It's going to be covered in vinyl. You're going to be fine. Just do it. Like, yes, you're right, brain. You're right. Let's just keep going. And same again under here. You know, this is definitely one of those things where I should be starting at the other end rather than trying to do the middle, because then you glue the two ends together, it informs the shape, and then you glue it in shape. So I think that's what I'll do. Before I do the bottom part, I'm going to go to the opposite end and stick these bits together here so that we can inform the shape for the rest of it. Let's get this to marry up first and solidify somewhat. But I'll do this while I do that so that it's together. Just like this. Because yeah, it's going to be like that. And we want the glue to solidify in that shape. So yeah, that's what I should have done. And I'm going to do. As we speak. Right now. Yeah, see, it's struggling. It's trying to spring back. It's fighting itself. So I'm holding it in position like this. Let's see. Try and keep the ends together properly and just hold it in place. Let it solidify. And we'll do the same with all three other parts as well. Sorry for the extremely loud tut there. I've just realised I was more concentrating on the glue and trying to get it off my thumb than I was in holding this in position correctly. I was going to say a rookie mistake, but it's not. It's a me mistake. Something I do frequently. weirdly obscure song stuck in my head, which isn't that obscure really. It's actually was quite a popular song from the 90s. I believe stayed at number one when there was such a thing for quite a while. And for quite a while you couldn't get away from it. I'm not going to mention it. Bonus points to whoever figured out what I was humming just from that. Shout out to all you old bastards like me. I mean, you're all here for Ninja Turtles, aren't you? So it makes sense. Oh, get off. Ugh, right. Okay. God almighty, that's quite big. Yeah, that's definitely going to go around my knee as well as round my elbow. So it's okay. They look so much, like, size-wise, seem so much different on the original movie costumes, but they're clearly not. Like, if this is anything to go by, it's clearly, because yeah, that's definitely going round my knee, and it's definitely going round the elbow. So yeah. Okay, let's glue the middle bits. Because I'm not worried about aesthetics. I'll just hold them together. They can have gaps, they can have glue sticking out the door. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We just need it to be in shape. Like that. There we go. But I tell you what, I am going to leave it at that for now. I've done nearly 3 hours. No, I haven't. I've done nearly 2.5 hours. And I'm going to come back and do some more tonight when I get home. Yeah, because I'm going places. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Do you know what? I might just do the little edges first. I might just do these little tiny bits that go on the ends of it, and then I will call it a day. Just because I want, then that whole section's done, isn't it? And then that's like a nice place to leave it, I think, for the time being. So we need that one. Oh, let me bring you along for the ride. We need that one and that one. So those two. Right. Such licky, such icky, such licky, such licky. I can't read that, Naz. I don't know what that says. That was the name of the person I just banned. Such licky. What? I didn't see anybody. Vaseline. Vaseline Circlicky. Delicious. Yeah. Were they in? Because like it wasn't showing up as like a viewer or anything. Like literally, I've had one person on Twitch. It reckons for God knows how long, and I think yeah, they put in the chat. I think that they've already been banned out of the Restream chat then. Was it one of them where it was like, oh, get buy viewers hit right? Yeah, I've already banned them out of the Restream chat, so I couldn't see them. I just yeah. I don't care. I'm not too asked about banning people these days, as long as they're not as long as people aren't falling for their shit. I really don't mind. What is it? I'm doing T4 just to 4 just to let you know. Yeah. I was literally just about to end the stream. I don't know if like how long you've been there, but I was literally just talking about ending the stream, and then I just decided last minute to just get those little, like these little tiny bits on the ends of this elbow pad, and then that's like a nice place to leave it. And I'm gonna have a cup of tea that I won't spill all over my desk. And yeah, I'll probably set off in about an hour or something. Kids have been good. Good. I'm glad. I don't know if the stuff that you ordered for me to print has come out very well. Like it's all not just like the furry stuff, but there's like loads of unraveling and like bits sticking out of like in particular like the brickwork of the the sort of building-y type things you wanted. So I apologise in advance. I'm not sure. It should be usable. The problem with is that you're gonna have to do a lot to it. I've already like chopped as much as I could, and I've heat gunned all the wob off it. But there's still like loads of problems. Like I think some of it was the file. Like one of the brick building parts has like a stick in the middle of it, and for some reason it just printed in such a way like there was nothing there, sort of thing. Like there was a hole in the in the file. I'll show you what I mean. It's here. I ended up heat gunning it and squishing it back down again, but like you can sort of see where it's just missed parts of it, like it wasn't there to print. And it's like a bit flimsy as a result. But like, especially on that side, there's like actual parts missing, and it's not as obvious as it was because I've squashed it down a little bit after I heat gunned it. I don't know. Oh God, I've just snapped it. Yeah. Now it's wonky. I apologise. Wonky strap on. But that's what I mean. I'll see if it'll focus for you. Let's see. There. See that? That is a weird thing that's happening. That, I think, is part of the extrusion and retraction problem that I've been having. A turret window, right. Yeah, well, it's also supposed to have holes in the bottom that haven't printed properly either, because it goes on top of the other pieces you wanted. And yeah, I think that is all a result of like the extraction isn't pulling it back in quick enough, and it just leaves like a, you know, that, like there's bits sticking out of it, and like all the layer lines are quite bad. Like some of that is going to immediately be covered up with paint, so it'll be fine. And I've pulled out all the little things, so you've got these little hole details now. But yeah, it's not, sadly, not come out very well. And I don't understand, because like, I mean, this one hasn't done anywhere near as bad, and it was printed at the exact same angle. But it's still a bit like lumpy, as you can see. But the layer lines aren't anywhere near the issues that the other one had. So it, like, part of it I think is the files, and part of it is my printer settings. Like for definite, and the inside there on those poles, all that's retraction. All that in the middle, all down there, down those two poles. That is not retracting quick enough when it moves on to do something else, so it just leaves a glob. And yeah, so yeah, I've messed with the settings for the thing that's printing as we speak, and it should be okay. But like, here's why I believe that it is partly the files, because look at that. If it'll focus. Focus. But yeah, that's smooth, that's fine, you know. And this came out really well as well. I don't know what it is, I don't know what it's for, but it's like, that's come out fine. If it'll ever again focus for you. Focus on my hand, how's that? No? Anyway, yeah, that's come out well. This has come out quite well. Apart from that, which I've tried to smooth off, but again, you could probably just fill those holes. But that, again, it's come out real neat. The lid for it has come out really well. It's even printed the tiny little fan under the grill. Like, it's all come out really well. So I like, part of it has to be my printer settings. That's a given. But some of it, I think, is the files, and I've tried to repair them but there's no way of knowing whether they're going to come out right until you've printed them. Like, this is where I know it wasn't the file, for example. Like, that's come out really well there, and then you just flip it round and look at all that mess under there where my finger is. Like, that's a layering and retraction issue. You can't, like, you know, that's unfortunate. But it's something you could probably chop off and smooth that bit, because of the way it is. You could just literally just get some of those like clippers and chop that mess off and smooth it off, and it'll be fine. Might need a new nozzle, possibly. But the other thing that's happened is that the cooling fan, on one side, the cover that aims it down at the nozzle, has snapped fully off. So I need time. After I've done this one that's been paid for, I'm gonna have it turned off for a bit and try and get that like glued back together, and so it's properly thingy in, because I think that's might be part of it as well. It's not getting enough cold air on it to cool the thing as it lays, and then it's sagging. Possibly. That's, I mean, you know, I think there's like a bunch of different things going on at the same time. Because sometimes they can block and then melt, and yeah. There is that. And I'm sure, you know, that Matt, who sold me it, um, gave me an extra nozzle for it in a bag. I'm sure it's in my car somewhere where there's an extra piece of the wire for the PLA to go through into the nozzle. There's an extra nozzle, and there's a couple of like little washer parts and little clips and things that he just included with it in like a little Ziploc bag, and I'm sure it's in my car still. So I'll have a look, and then I'll think about having to buy a new nozzle or something like that for it after. But yeah, I'm gonna bring this lot with me. I'm just gonna get these little bits on my little armbands, and then that'll be it for today. Well, for now, stream wise, I'll probably stream a bit later, and then I'm feeling like I might not tomorrow, or if I do, I might just do it in the morning and take the evening off because I'm tired. Right, which way around are we? Uh-oh. This way. Right, okay, so this one is this one. And we want... Right, it's all angles this time. Right. Boop. Why is that? What? Ooh, okay. Oh, it's telling me I can do stream alerts on Buy Me a Coffee now. So that's nice. I keep forgetting I've got one of those. Quite appropriately called Buy Me a Pizza is my my one. So that's nice. Let's get you glued. Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool. Yes. I feel like I've gone all quiet now. Because I just thought about how tired I am. And yes, excellent, etc. There we go. Again, we're not looking for neatness. We don't give a shit about that because it's going to be covered in vinyl. So that'll be nice, won't it? This one is, yeah. I did it backwards the other way because I, again, was not concentrating. So this time we'll do it right. And the angle cuts are on the inside, not the out. You silly sausage. There we go. Keep that for future small pieces like this. And I think we'll... This time I'm going to take a tiny piece out of the middle as well. Just to give us a little bit of flexibility. Oh, come on. Again with that stupid dog. There's a little dog that lives in the building that's like dead cute and nice. And it technically shouldn't be because it's one of those breeds that are usually like knobheads. Like it's a miniature, like one of them things that everybody has, like a King Charles something or other. What do you call them again? I can't remember. It's one of those miniature ones, and they're normally knobheads. But this one isn't. It's like a real nice little pup. She's a good girl. She is. And she's everybody's best mate. So, yeah, that's nice. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, for Christ's sake. Right, there, okay. Right. So there we go. Which way around is it? It's that way. Elbow part number 1. Only took an hour to do one section. Fuck. Right. Okay, thank you for watching, everyone. I really appreciate people chatting today, which is a rarity for my morning stream, so that's always very nice. And I'll get back on probably later on for a little while. We'll see about getting this guy greened up. We'll get him green, shall we? Let's see. Let's see what happens. And that's it. Again, really appreciate you. I'll catch you later on. Bye.